Hi, John Maxwell here, and I want to talk to you about my mentor, Elmer Towns. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. I'm talking about people that have influenced me in my life. In fact, I'm talking about the top 10 influencers. Elmer Towns is one of them. I was very young. In my young 20s, I was starting in my first church in Hillham, Indiana, a very small country church. The first Sunday, we only had 3 people. And I had within me a desire to do something bigger than what I had and to grow this church. But I had no direction. I had no understanding. I had no model of a picture of something that was big. And Elmer Towns is the one who taught me and influenced me to have a big picture in my life. And the reason he did is because here I am in this little country church, and all of a sudden he wrote a book about America's fastest growing churches. Then he wrote a book about America's largest churches. And I would pick up these books and, oh my gosh, back then, now you got to understand, we're talking about 1969, 70, 71, way back then. The 10th largest church in America only had 2,000 people in it. So just get your mind around this. And I've got 20 people and they're talking about churches that have 2,000 and 3,000 people. And I'm sitting there and I'm just saying, oh my gosh, this could be huge. In fact, I took the list of the top 10 pastors of the largest churches and I got their phone numbers and I called them each on the phone and asked them for 30 minutes of time, which I told them I'd give them $100, which I was very poor, didn't have any money, but I just wanted to be with them. And only 2 of the 10 saw me and I got to see them and they expanded my mind. But it was Elmer Towns who basically said, John, I want you to see the big picture. I don't want you to see Hillham, Indiana. Don't be a Hillham, Indiana person all your life. Love where you are. Do the best where you are. But get the big picture. You see, since that time, I've learned that all leaders have one thing in common, and they see things more, they see the picture, a bigger picture, more, and they see before others see. Well, that more and before principle that I teach around the world today, it started with Elmer Towns, who basically said, John, let me show you a big picture. I saw it. It just set me on fire. It still sets me on fire because I still haven't seen the biggest, the best, or the brightest, but I'm looking for it. Thank you, Elmer, for what you've done in my life. I'm glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell.